welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Boise State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
It might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Pressure coming. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies! Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Boise State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Broncos want to move quickly. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've jumped on them, executing at a high... He's taking the shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Washington! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nice move to stay on his feet. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Washington wants to go quickly.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking for a huge play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position. Quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go?
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 24 to Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He's going to run it. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes a grab, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Huskies!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the running back has it. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quick strike complete. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. 3rd down coming up after the completion. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Broncos are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back to its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Husky. And the punishment has been extended. A little trickeration is always in order, especially when you execute like that.
You ain't lying. I tell you what, you always put these in practice. You always practice them. But you got to have that feel and that timing of when to call it. Perfect timing, rewarded with a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab, and he's running in the open. Running through contact. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Boise State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those.
Trying to beat the D deep. He got it. Touchdown, Huskies. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete downfield. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there keeping going.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's caught downfield. Afterburners coming. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his team.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire, it's second down. The back goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Trying to find his man on first down. On target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not
flying down the left side. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Snatches it on the right. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Washington. And the stomping has commenced.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Boise State, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Slips through the line. He's on the loose.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Got his man. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's looking deep. He's got it down the left. Running toward the tape. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Now this team has consecutive